the way, if you haven't watched that, you can always go back to activatedlife.net. And if you're interested in the research and the studies, you can find those at activatedlife.net/NRF2. After the next several years of that documentary program airing on TV, many studies were conducted on Protandim NRF2. To date, we have 28 peer-reviewed published studies that you can find on the National Library of Medicine. And LifeVantage started to sell Protandim in retail chains, national chain stores that in the UK would be the equivalent of Boots and Holland and Barrett. It wasn't until 2009 that the company decided to take the product out of retail and put it into relationship marketing, network marketing, or direct sales, however you know it as. This was a really wise move because the company went from being nearly bankrupt to doing 200 million a year in sales in a very quick period of time. We're always saying that we're a $2 billion company that virtually nobody has ever heard of yet. So you see, the backstory of LifeVantage is quite unique to most other companies. You see, most direct selling companies are founded in a boardroom with a bunch of guys sat around a table looking for a product to create a network marketing business. They usually find a product, some type of commodity or service that exists elsewhere that they put a unique spin on, and they put it out there into the market. Usually these are products, like I say, that exist. They have a lot of competition. The difference with LifeVantage is Protandim NRF2 Activator is the only nutritional supplement that is clinically proven to activate the NRF2 pathway, meaning it is very unique. In fact, very little, if any, global competition on this actual product. So the product itself is very unique. We didn't find our way through, a quick meeting to look at, a product that we could create a business around. Actually, Protandim found its way into direct sales as it was looking for an effective business model to help us take it to the market and help people really understand the strength and the power that this product actually holds. Fast forward to today, we not only have Protandim NRF2, we're now the world's leader in activation. We now have a family of Protandims that are activating other genetic pathways to fight the aging process from the inside out on a cellular level. But we're also working with products in areas that are looking at skincare. We've been able to engineer NRF2 into and be able to apply it not only into your body, but actually from the outside in. We've been able to engineer NRF2 activation into a hair care and scalp system. We're looking at focusing on activating people's digestive health, their brain health, their eye health, and most importantly, people's immune systems. So why activation? Why do people need to activate their bodies? Well, hopefully you've already watched that video at activatedlife.net that explains activation. And maybe you could be, if you're on this presentation, somebody who already understands why this is very important. But let me reiterate here just for a moment, because our bodies today are living in a very different situation than they did 20 to 30 years ago. We're living in an environment that is a lot more toxic. It doesn't matter how healthy you are, how green you are, how clean the products you use are. It is in the food that we eat, the water we drink, the air we are breathing, the devices we are using, and the products that we're using as well. In fact, studies are now showing that we're probably exposed to over 80,000 toxins a day, most of which have never had extensive research to show what effect that actually has on our long-term health. People are living more stressed lifestyles than ever before, and this is leading to a burden, an overburden of free radical damage that our bodies are simply not designed to handle efficiently. This is leading to mitochondrial dysfunction, many different types of gut issues, microbiome imbalances in your gut system, weight gain, poor sleep. We are living in an epidemic of people who are lacking energy, hormonal imbalances, lowered immune systems, and so much more. We're also, well, not also, this has actually also led to the rise of the health conscious consumer. You know, the fastest part of the global economy right now is the wellness market. And if you read this article here from McKinsey and Company, feeling good, the future of the $1.5 trillion wellness market. Notice how that doesn't even say feeling great. It just says feeling good. So people are now looking for a new school supplement. They do not want to be taking things that don't make any difference. People are looking for supplements that physically make them feel better. Something they take that they can feel a difference by doing so. They're looking for ways to detoxify and cleanse their bodies from down to a cellular level. People are looking to boost their immune support. People no longer want GMO products or toxic personal care products in or on their bodies anymore. The great thing about LifeVantage, it is created a range of products that are not only backed by cutting edge science and activating your genes so that your body can do the work it's supposed to be able to do. Let me repeat that. This is not supplementation that we do at LifeVantage. We look for specific genes in the body that we can trigger to help your body perform at a more optimum level than it currently is. So we're working with products that are sustainably sourced, non-toxic, non-animal tested, don't have unnecessary artificial colors, sweeteners, harsh preservatives, chemicals. And they're all, as I said, backed by science. This is not supplementation. This is finding ways to activate your body's ability to function much better. Now, when you partner such an incredible product that deliver results to a need and a massive rise in interest demand for these products with a company that is solid and stable like LifeVantage. You know, we're making $250 million a year in revenue already. We are debt-free and we're a publicly traded company that is housed on the NASDAQ. We're shipping products worldwide now into about, wow, when I joined, it was 4 countries. I think we're up to about 20. But yet, still, even though we've done that, the unbelievable part and the exciting part about LifeVantage is we only have 60,000 distributors that are active worldwide. That means there is massive opportunity available for people to still get on board with LifeVantage and have a lot of success. And there's lots of growth and market share available for people to be able to make the most of. Why do we create $250 million a year in sales with 60,000 distributors? Well, the fact is, it is because this product is so good. That $250 million in sales literally comes from customers. A massive raving fan base of this product. Some of them have been taking it for the 9 years that it has been available to them. We also have nearly 20 years of manufacturing and experience in selling products and distributing products. But not only that, guys, we are attracting board members like Erin Brockovich. So you remember the movie with Julia Roberts, the lawyer's assistant, Erin Brockovich? She actually helped those families get compensated for being poisoned by, I think it was something in their water. Well, she's out there today in her own right, the real Erin Brockovich, still today campaigning for the freedom and the rights of people without a voice. She is on our board of directors. But we're also attracting top VPs from companies like Coca-Cola, Groupon, and FedEx, because they see what we're doing here as a company with LifeVantage. And they see the trajectory and the market for the growth that is available to us. Also, combine that with other major global trends that they already know about. The rise of the gig economy. Over the last few years, more people than ever have been seeking a way to make extra income. Most of those people alongside an existing career, business, or job. Couple of reasons for that. One is they don't feel like they're growing or developing enough in their current career. They don't feel like they're being paid enough. They don't feel like there's enough opportunity. They don't feel like there's growth and advancement. But another major reason is people are really struggling to live on their current incomes. So they're looking for another way to be able to bring incomes into their households. Now, if you have a full-time job, career, or business, you will know it is very hard to go and find the time to physically work another job. So the internet and the ability to be able to run a business from your phone or your laptop, whether you're in your car or, at home or at the stables like I do sometimes with the horses, you have the ability to be able to build a business in the nooks and crannies of your life around what you're already doing without the need to have to completely quit your job to be able to, start something else. Millions of people after the pandemic quit their jobs, never to return to their original career. Most of them realized by spending more time at home, they actually didn't enjoy the life they had created. And they actually enjoyed more time at home. They actually enjoyed spending more time not feeling stressed and running around and with their families, friends, and loved ones. But also, the other growth is the real push to social media, using apps and online shopping. Massively exploded during the pandemic, but it is said to be 3 times that over the next 3 years. And we're bringing this product with a massive need and the ability for people to be able to not only use these products, but share these products and have customers and distributors all over the world by sitting at home. So that's a little bit about our products. It's a little bit about who we are as a company. But this slide here represents us. This is a small snapshot of our team. In Team Heart, we believe that we can actually impact the world positively. Now, I know that sounds crazy, but bear with me. Today, the world is full of negativity. It's full of division, separation, and we believe that we can transform people with positive mentorship and growth and development and community. And by doing that, we can have a knock-on effect, because if you do that for somebody, if you can help leave somebody in a better place than when you found them, to rise everybody up, to help everybody be successful as possible, you then help them, they naturally become better parents, better spouses, better employees, and even better bosses. And so at Team Heart, we believe that everybody thrives better in a loving, supportive community. Here at Team Heart, everybody matters. Regardless of race, religion, ethnicity, background, education, experience. I personally don't care if you've been to jail or if you have a PhD. You have a place in Team Heart. So what is it that drives people or attracts people to a business model like LifeVantage? Well, I already covered that. It's leveraged income. It is the power of a leveraged income. A lot of people have never come across this term really before, I find, when talking to people. And really, when you're looking at earning income, there's two ways that you can think about earning money. One is linear income. The other is leveraged income. 95% of the population earn linear income. You do work, you get paid. You do a job, you get paid. You work a set amount of hours that you get paid for. That is linear income. If you're employed or self-employed, you usually have linear income. There are only so many hours in the day that you can get paid on. Therefore, you have a very definite ceiling of capacity in how much income you can earn. And 95% of the population fall into linear income. The other 5% are leveraging leveraged income. They're paid based upon the efforts of many, and they're not relying their income on just the efforts of their own time. So let me give you an example. This is a great phrase. I'd rather have 1% of the effort of 100 men than 100% of my own effort. That's a great saying by John Paul Getty. So let's give you an example of this. Let's just say you work 40 hours a week in your job, business, whatever it is that you already do. Your effort is 160 potential hours to be paid on every single month. Versus if you're the example for leveraged income. So let's say, for example, you built a team of 10 distributors. Those distributors all were working just 10 hours a week. You would now have the earning potential of being paid on 400 hours per month versus your own 160, plus the 10 hours that you're putting in yourself. So you're now being paid on 410 hours a month as opposed to the potential of 160 hours of your own. And that is why people are attracted to leveraged income. We're also leveraging the low cost of getting started in business. You know, if you're going to start a business today, whether it be a franchise, I don't know, you're looking at anywhere from 25 to $1 million to start a franchise today, depending on what it is. Well, even an e-commerce business, you're looking at 3,000 to 5,000, 20,000, stock inventory, getting set up properly, getting seen in ads, etc. Even retail businesses, for example, you're looking at, for a beauty salon, 30 to 60,000 at least to get you off the ground before you start earning any money. Guys, you can get started in LifeVantage for as little as the cost of a new phone or even a good night out. You can get started for anywhere from 200 to £1,000, 1,200 euros as a distributor I will say though, in the UK, it is all distributors start on £200, but there are different packs for different markets. The person who invited you to join the call this evening will get back to you and help you, understand how the packs work in your market and the best option for you. So how do you get paid as a LifeVantage distributor? Well, actually, there are 8 different ways that the company pays out commissions. And they're broke down into a couple of different categories. So the first 3, basically, you get paid for selling LifeVantage products to new customers and new distributors. And when people in your team do the same, they get paid, but you also get paid as well. But the leveraged income really comes in to the unilevel commissions, your monthly reoccurring commissions. Now, in some companies, I know I used to work in the beauty industry for many, many years. I actually used to work on cruise ships, and our target was like $100,000 every week that we had to hit. It was brutal, and we did it. Somehow we dragged ourselves through that finish line. Sometimes we didn't. And I remember every week I'd go to bed exhausted, thinking, how on earth am I going to do that again next week to hit those targets? The great thing about unilevel commission is every single month, as you're starting to grow your business and your sales and your team, and showing and teaching your team to do the same thing, your business starts to grow. So every month, the reoccurring volume that comes through your business grows all the time. So let's take a look at that. For example, on level 1, you earn 2%. So anybody you personally introduced to LifeVantage. Let's just say you introduced 3 people to LifeVantage, and they had an average of 500 in sales, which is very achievable. A lot, or most of our distributors would do that at least. At 2%, you would be paid around, let's just use US dollars for the sake of international conversation, about $30 US. It's not going to change anybody's life. But remember, this is not residual, leveraged monthly income that is being created and building as you go. Now, let's just say we help those 3 that join your team go and do exactly what you just did. And they go out and find their 3. On level 2, you would have 9 distributors. And let's just say they had 500 in sales each. You would be being paid at 5%, £225 a month, plus the 30 on level 1. So you're making about £250 a month, leveraged monthly, reoccurring commission. Now let's just say a couple levels down, we go out and we teach 3 of those 3 on level 9 to do the same thing. On level 3, you would now have 27 distributors. Now, you haven't enrolled all of these 27 distributors, by the way. We started with 3. Let's say they all had 500 in basic level sales going through their accounts. You would now be being paid at 9%, over $1,000 US in commission, plus the 225 on level 2, plus the 30 on level 1. Guys, this is leveraged income. This is the power of leveraged income. Take that down a few years from now, you've been building and helping and supporting other people build their own businesses and put money into their own pockets. And you get down to level 5, you have a couple of 100 people in your team if you duplicate this model. And you would be making over £5,000 maybe even a month. So this is just one of those commissions. Now let me explain another one to you. Let's just say you were to enroll me and I joined your team. I'm so excited to be here. I go out, you teach me what to do. We're going to teach you what to do first. It's very simple. It's very easy to follow. We make it simple so that you can learn it and you can teach it to somebody else very easily using the tools and the website that we've provided. I go out and I start being successful. Every time I get paid, the company is going to check match you 10% of whatever I earn because you were the person who introduced me and helped me get started. Now, I go out and I enroll my friend Julie. You also would earn 5% of Julie's check, not of her check, but a check match of whatever she's paid every single month, because you went out and maybe helped her, my new distributor, be successful too. Actually, you get paid 5% check match 4 levels deep once you get to the level of Pro 3. When you get to the level of Elite, you actually start to make a small percent of the entire company's global profit. So the company takes 1% of the global profit and it pays it and shares it between the Pro 7s. 2% is shared between the Pro 8s, 3% is shared between the Pro 9s, and 10% is shared between the Pro 10s. By the way, if you're a Pro 10, you make the 1%, the 2%, the 3%, and the 4%. Guys, these commissions, Pro 10 commissions, are something like $20,000 a month, all on their own. Even the 7%, even the Pro 7, 1% is upwards of £1,000 a month in commission on top of your earnings. A lot of people want to know how much distributors actually earn. And I will say that you need to review the LifeVantage compensation plan for full details. And the sales that are disclosed are potential earnings, and the income that you're going to earn in LifeVantage will be dependent on the effort and the time that you put in, and results do vary. This is a business. You get out of it what you put in. This is not a lottery ticket. You cannot sign up and be successful. It is a business. But those that are going out and building their business, this is what it looks like for them. We're a publicly traded company, so every year we have to disclose to our shareholders exactly what our distributors earn. So the column in the middle shows how much the company paid out in total to, say, for example, people at level 3. It paid out over $6 million in commissions to people at level 3. Not to them personally, but overall as a company. Also, if you look here, you'll see that the Pro 4s, they paid out over 10 million in commissions, Pro 5, 7 million. And there's a myth in this industry that I hear all the time that only the people at the top make all the money. But you can see this company is not paying all the money out to the people at the top, because there's only 4 million going out, 3 million going out to the Pro 10s and above. That fighting, when you're looking at a direct sales or a network marketing business, you do not want a company that is paying all the money to the people at the top levels. A healthy company has what we call a middle class. There are people in the middle earning money. This is a very, very healthy statement to show that people in the middle make money with LifeVantage. The column on the right shows you exactly how much, on average, LifeVantage distributors earn. There are people making an extra £300 to £500 a month. They're very, very part-time doing that. There are people at Pro 5 that are making an extra $1,800 to $2,000 a month. These people, most of them are part-time. They still have a job, a career, a business that they're already running alongside LifeVantage. You get to elite level at Pro 7, and this is income that most people, more income than most people will ever earn in a traditional job or career. You know, these people are making upwards of a 6-figure income a year working a full-time LifeVantage business. Now, I say full-time, but there are people that are still part-time. I'll show you that here in a moment. So one question you might be asking yourself is, can I do this? And I want you to know when we're doing these presentations, number one, I don't expect you to be able to do one of these presentations, most importantly. All of this, all the tools that you need will all be laid out and available to you when you get started, until you feel comfortable that that might be something you want to do. But as a team, the system that we've created is the system that we've used to create over 200 million in revenue and over 80,000 distributors in the last 10 years. It is a simple system that teaches you how to launch your business, how to learn the business, and then how to lead others through the business as well. We have mentorship from 6 and 7 figure earners that have already figured out how to build a business of their own. We have social media that is already done for you, sales funnels, ongoing weekly education and training so that you never feel lost or stuck or that you don't know where you're going in your business. The business model means that you can work around your own schedule. You have a fully loaded e-commerce website, locked and loaded, ready to go. It's not going to cost you any extra money every month or to even additional to get started. It will enable you to be able to send shopping carts and have customers anywhere in the world where LifeVantage is operating. We're currently building out the European market. We have a lot of room and new countries and expansion to work on, but we're also looking for specific areas of growth in the UK and all areas right now. We're specifically looking for people right now in the Scottish area, counties. We're looking for people who want to partner with us and help bring these incredible products into the Scottish market in particular, as well as many others across the world. But I know that we're putting a lot of focus on building that area out right now. We also have all the training and everything that you're going to need to know how and what to do. So let me show you some examples of other people that have done this that may be just like you. So in our team, we are a real mix of different people from all kinds of backgrounds, experience, education, careers. Like, it's unbelievable, really. So we have parents, busy moms and dads that are either stay-at-home moms or career parents that are working LifeVantage in alongside being a parent. We also have a plethora of health and wellness coaches. People like Erica Dale from the US. She was a traditional gym owner, had 2 gyms before LifeVantage. Her and her husband have actually closed both of their gyms since joining LifeVantage, and they've managed to take their business 100% online, allowing them to travel, which is one of their passions, and be able to work their business from anywhere rather than being stuck to one particular place all the time to be able to run the gym. We have a massive amount of healthcare professionals, so registered nurses, Gail Pearson is anesthetist in New Zealand, Pavia, rheumatologist in London, because of the power behind the product and the research that is behind it. We also have a lot of people that have a real interest in animals, especially horses, and also dogs that are making a full or part-time income with LifeVantage alongside what they already do. But we also have people that are already making a 6-figure income outside of LifeVantage, like Beata. She is the CEO of a law firm in Australia and a 6-figure earner in LifeVantage as well. You have people like Grania Fletcher in Australia and her husband who own a prosthetic dentist clinic. And Grania is a 6-figure earner in LifeVantage as well. These are busy people with very heavy careers, doctors, lawyers that are also running a part-time LifeVantage business. We also have professional network marketers, people who came across LifeVantage, usually the product, looked into the business and decided to come and plant their flag here over at LifeVantage because they saw where this company is going. From millennials to baby boomers, we have all types here in our team, and all people are welcome. So how do you get started? Well, you may want to become a customer and use the products, and that is okay. We welcome you. We love customers. If you want to get started and join our team and start activating not only your health, but your bank account as well, then the first thing you want to do is pick a pack. And as I said before, the person who invited you to the call will help you do that. Step 2, pick your stack, the stack that you want to use personally to activate your body every single day. Step 3 is we are going to plug you in to help start you with the first level of our training system and plug you into the Team Heart training so that you can help launch your business to success. So that is all I have for you this evening. I haven't been watching the chat. If there are any questions, I will have a quick skim through to see if I can answer any of them. But I want to be the first person to thank you for joining us here and investing in yourself for a few minutes this evening, and welcoming you to not only Life Vantage, but to being a part of Team Heart. So thank you guys so much for joining us. Please get back to the person who invited you. Let them know what questions you have and what you want to do next. Thanks so much, guys.